that is back here. We are expecting to be close to a sellout, so if you have not entered yet, please make sure you do so. It is completely open. You can bowl with whoever you would like. We will allow re-entries if there is space permitted. You do have to re-enter with your same partner. Your Southwest Swing concludes in Las Vegas at the South Point Bowling Center, the Plaza. That will be October 15th through the 18th. See Carl if you would like to get signed up for that. If you come see me, I'm going to point you towards Carl. He takes care of all those entries. Format for the Cactus Classic, you're going to be bowling 7 games of qualifying. The top 2 off of each squad will be guaranteed into Sunday's finals, which begin at 8 a.m. on Sunday. If you are in the first round, please do not be late. After the top 2, that will give us 8 players, which will be your 1 through 8 seeds. They have a 1-round bye on Sunday. We will combine all 4 squads. The top 14 that were not automatically in will qualify as the 9 through 22 seeds. And then our final 2 spots will come from tonight's Desperado squad. If you have any friends that are thinking about bowling Desperado, make sure that they bowl a squad before the Desperado. You cannot only bowl the Desperado squad. We do allow re-entries as well, so if this morning doesn't go as well as you thought it would, you can re-enter at noon or at 5 p.m., given space permitted. Your lane assignments, each move, I will have them on your score sheets. It's not just your typical everybody skip a pair to the right. The left lane will be going left, the right lane will be going right. So whatever lane you are assigned to, please make sure you are on that lane and you're going that direction. Again, your lane assignments will be on your score sheets when I pass those out. We do use tournamentbowl.com for all the scoring, so if you're looking for standings or slide pots, everything is on tournamentbowl.com. I think that's about all I've got to say this morning. We're going to go ahead and turn your lanes on for 10 minutes of warm-up. Last thing, if you want brackets or side action, it does need to be done by the end of practice. Bowlers, everybody practice. Once again, I will be bringing your score sheets around and we'll have your lane assignments on it. If you want to get into any brackets or high game plots, this is your last chance to get in, as well as the Asian Open winner spot. One piece of housekeeping, please make sure we keep the walkways up here clear of bowling bags. That way nobody has a chance of tripping and falling. And also, please make sure that we do not abuse any of the equipment here. If you are having a bad day, go outside, yell, scream, whatever you need to do. But it is a privilege for us to be able to use this center for the weekend. So please do not kick or rip anything off of the bowling center. Good luck. Just one lane courtesy. If you're looking for two, that's up to you, but please do not hold up the pace of play. Thank you.
And with that, good morning, everyone. Welcome into the 2026 Complete Bowling Events. $10,000 first prize Cactus Classic. My name is Mike Flanagan. I'll be joined most of the day by my tag team partner here this week, Carl Long. Good morning to you, Carl.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to have you here, and it's great to be here with everybody. 7 o'clock start here on the West Coast, and we got a pretty loaded squad here.
Yes, we do.
Got a very loaded squad. I see former PBA Rookie of the Year, Cortez Schenk. He's going to get things started here. He's on lanes 5 and 6. We got Brianna Cote from the PWBA Tour, multiple-time champion out there, and just came off a pretty brutal event, the U.S. Open. And just overall, really solid squad. I saw Matt Zweig. And, of course, we've got 12 lanes covered for you here. We'll be bouncing around. Up here on the main screen, you got 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bottom right of your screen, we got lanes 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll go over those players here in just a little bit. This is, of course, event number 1 of the Southwest Swing. Southwest Swing consists of 3 different events put on by both yourself and Theo.
Correct. Yep.
Douthit, who is our tournament director here. 2 of the events will be in this bowling center. I want to give a shout out to our general manager, Reed Gibbs, here at Sun City Bowling, Lakeview Lanes, here in Sun City, Arizona, about 45 minutes northwest of the airport in downtown Phoenix. the lane pattern that players are bowling on. They don't get to see it. It's a hidden lane pattern, but there's some information that's been given to all the players and us as well. It's 40 feet in length, 28.5 milliliters of oil, and a 2-to-1 ratio. They've been very demanding here for the first 4 years of the event. Past champions Darren Tang, Jacob Buttriff. Darren Tang won again in 2024. And then last year was Greg Thompson Jr. But we saw the scores yesterday, Carl. Scores were a little bit higher yesterday than what we normally see here at the Cactus Classic.
Yeah, I would say that contributing to the talent that obviously was on the field yesterday. I mean, obviously all those players that were, in the plus side, especially over 100 over, were obviously very solid players in itself. But I think the pattern this year is a lot more gettable, if that, in my opinion, than maybe in years past. I think scores are going to show it. I think this morning's squad should play like yesterday, because we did have a pro-am last night. So they did strip and put the house pattern back on last night to kind of let everyone enjoy themselves in the evening. And then, so I think yesterday's play should be around the same this morning. Now the noon and 5 o'clock squad, there's going to be starting to build some memory off of this morning's squad. And I think scores, in my opinion, might go down as the day goes on.
Yeah, they most certainly could. That's what we've seen in years past of all events that you've been at or you've covered yourself. I do want to bring in our standings here and the way things work. Yesterday was Kyle Duster and Cesar Padilla punching their tickets into the top 24 bracket. That's what we do here, a top 24 bracket that'll take place tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. local time. So the top 2 from every squad, including this one here, punch their way into the top 8 of the brackets, and they'll receive buys. The rest of the field will be brought up of just a beat the board. Beat the board all the way down to 22nd position. Then we're going to have a Desperado squad tonight. That'll take place around 9 o'clock. It's a 2-game Desperado, and that'll fill out your bracket with 23 and 24 seeds. But Duster and Padilla, they're in. They're done. They don't have to do anything else. They're just waiting to see where they fall in the top 8 based off of the qualifying rounds here today. Saw Matt Jones also post a 165 score and Josh Kennedy at 156. Carl and I both believe that those numbers are probably going to make the cut. Those numbers should be good to go, but you never know until you see the entire day play out.
I was talking to Theo this morning. Because we're only guaranteeing 8 just on the top 2, and then guaranteeing 2 off of Desperado, that's 10 spots. In reality, it's 14 in the beat the board scenario. With those scores, depending if the scoring pace stays the same, 150 could be a bubble. I know that sounds crazy based on years past, but if you look at the scores and the fact that we're only taking 14 out of 24 through the board, is 150 in reality a bubble number?
Yeah, I don't know. We won't know until we see a couple more squads.
Yeah, I think it's going to get harder, so I think they're safe, but I don't know. I mean, this year's a little different than history says. So we'll have to see.
Let's go ahead and slide over here, lanes 3 and 4. It was a very high-scoring pair yesterday. It seemed like we had the front 6 or front 7 quite a bit on this pair. We're not using lanes 1 and 2 right now until we have to. Later in the day, we'll probably incorporate lanes 1 and 2 as we get rolling, but we will see just with overall entries in that if we're going to need to use that pair. So we got this one tilted just to the right. Of course, it is used in the bracket play, so we're set up for tomorrow.
I mean, we have our defending champion, Greg Thompson, down lane on 21 and 2. We have former USBC president, Andrew Kane, on 7 and 8. I mean, this field is just as good as yesterday. Ben Perry, local amazing lefty out here, Keith Fong. I mean, there's a lot of bowlers that can put up big numbers in this squad.
Bowling with Brianna this morning is Marcus Haley and Sean Whitelaw. As far as bowling balls that are allowed to be used at this event. All balls are able to be used except for the 2016 Purple Hammer and the Storm Scepter. This tournament would not be possible with our great sponsors. I want to give a shout out to those now. We want to thank our friends at Brunswick, Apparel EFX, Chuck's Painting, Ramsey Auto, Dawgs and BroBQ, and the Agent Ong team, my home group, along with Schroeder Family Electric. And we'll talk about those sponsors throughout the day, but without those great sponsors, this tournament would not be possible. So shout out to all of our sponsors supporting this year's Cactus Classic. Skip procedure is the players on the right lane move right, and the players on the left lane move left. That way you bowl with different people all throughout your 7 games of qualifying.
For all the early morning people that are up with us, I say we do a giveaway game 7.
Sure. What do you want to give away?
Let's do any brands of Brunswick bowling ball to start this day off. Game 7.
Sounds good. And to be able to do that, you need to head over to agentongopen.com. And I'm going to put that link in the chat. And there's a little red call out. And all you got to do is put in your name, your email, and you're entered in to win the prizes all weekend. You don't have to be present or watching to win. And we'll do that. We'll give away a Brunswick ball of choice during game number 7. I'm also going to put a standings link and pin it in the chat room for everybody. I'm going to put results. And I will pin that in there right now. And that is set up for you to be able to keep an eye on the standings throughout the day. Take a look at how Brianna Cote is attacking this lane pattern. She's playing right up the outside. Bigger ball, and boom. How about that? Continue to move around. Got a 4-bagger up there for Cortez.
We have a front 6 on, I believe, 13 and 14. If my eyes don't fail me.
Got 24 players this morning. We had 28 yesterday. That brings us to 52 total players.
Yeah, I believe Ben Perry has the front 7.
Patrick Roper. See if he can get on the board with a strike. There it is. I knew it was coming. Slide over here, just to the right. Lanes 9 and 10, 11 and 12. We've got Alex DeVargas and Matt Zweig, along with Keith Fung and Alec Johnson. Zweig strike spare 4-bagger. This is gonna be a tough squad to make it into the top 2.
I'm telling you, the scores are outrageous. I don't know if the mobile camera is available, but
It is.
it might have something going on down there.
All right, I'm going to jump out of the booth, and I'll look. We want to try to catch any 300s that we might have, so let me see what I can do here.
Sorry to put you on the spot, sir. We have Mr. Flanagan heading down to lanes 13 and 14 and setting up a live mobile camera option to catch what I believe is the front 8 for Ben Perry, which made a deep run last year in this event.
Yeah, Carl, we got Ben Perry on the front 9.
I mean, he's throwing the ball great, and he made a very deep run last year, and he's also part of my Tuesday night team. So Matt Jones had a great set yesterday. Ben Perry is looking to have a phenomenal start this morning, game 1. So let's see how it goes.
Good morning to everybody in our chat room. Hello to Kyle Adams Bowling, Brendan Kennedy. I also see Bowler Dan in here. It's great to have you guys with us here this morning, watching the Cactus Classic. We'll have bowling for you all day here today. So Cote can be in the 250s.
Taz is going to, what, 240s?
Yeah, Cortez Shank's going to be in the 240s. Oh, and I missed Andrew Kane out there as well. He's bowling on lane 7. I haven't seen Andrew in a while.
Yeah. Mr. former USBC president himself.
Alex DeVargas could still get to 170, it looks like.
And Ben is up.
Oh, well, we'll move there then. Ben Perry down here on lanes 13 and 14, front 9. make that the front 10.
On the stream, in the chat, there is no action matches planned except for the Agenong Open in October, which will pit Kyle Troop once again returning against Havel Wright III. Oh, he got it.
11 in a row. Easy peasy this morning. Well, you and I talked yesterday. I set the over-under at 2.5 300s for the tournament.
And I said under. But, I mean, like I said, after 4 years, there's only been one. So, 2.5, I'm going to take, I think the safe bet was the under, but I don't know now. You're making me second guess myself. All right, Ben.
Ben
what you got?
Perry. 3 bills.
There you go.
Our first one of the event. Nice bowling, Ben.
Second in the life of the history of this event. So, good way to lock up high game. Game 1, 300. I'm going to try to catch him sometime in a little bit. See what his thoughts were after what he sees out there.
I'm sure he
for the
thinks
left
it's
side.
great.
I think he likes it. What do you-
I would say so. So here's Matt Zweig looking for 280. 280 start for Zweig.
Got that in and tripped the 4.
Let me know so I can, when I get done, I can catch up with you guys. Okay, cool.
Zweig with minimum 270. All right, 280 for Zweig.
Okay, so that's good for second on the squad. Brianna Cotable, 250 is going to be, I think, third on the squad.
I mean, the numbers
On the fresh here.
are just, wow.
as we roll into game number 2. We've got Cortez Schenk moving left over to lanes 3 and 4. Everybody else just getting set up on their pairs. So just like that, 300 and 280 out of the gate. In this B squad qualifying. Got Brandon Cryer coming in. Brandon Cryer had quite a World Series of bowling up in Minnesota this year on the PBA Tour. No stranger to our stream. He bowls a lot of events up in Iowa that we've seen him bowl very, very well. Carl Ong is out on the roaming reporter side of things right now. I believe. So Carl's going to talk to Ben Perry after his 300. He's already started with a double. And I'll look for you down there, Carl. As soon as Ben's with you, I'll put you on hot there. Carl is standing by right now with Ben, who's on the front 15 down there.
So Ben, what do you think?
It's a good start. The lanes make sense to me. 13 and 14. Basically, if I leaked it a little left, as long as I was slow enough, the ball would actually recover. And I was getting light mixers. Shot the 5 into the 10 a couple times, which is cool. And when I did flush it, have a little bit of hold inside so far this game. Started front 3, so hopefully we can keep it rolling. So.
Yeah, front 15. That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got. So.
Well, why don't you go up there, throw another one, and we'll finish this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Yeah, I was just talking to the tournament director, Theo Douthit. Ben Perry had a huge run last year, and he went 150 over during 156 over in qualifying last year, and he ended top 8, top 4 last year. Yeah, he made a deep run.
Question here in the chat asking, can we get a look at the pattern again? There is no pattern to show. They do not reveal the pattern here. The only information I have about the lane pattern is that it's 40 feet in length and that it is a 2-to-1 ratio, 28.5 milliliters of oil.
So, yeah, Ben officially has 16, the front 16.
Front 16.
Front 16, that's it. I hope you got in brackets.
I did.
Well done.
Brackets, high game, all that fun.
There's a roving joke with myself and Matt and some of these other players. We all bowl on Tuesday nights together, so we're rousing each other a lot of the times. But, man, you're throwing the ball great. Best of luck the rest of the games, and we'll be following you. So go out there and finish this. Good luck, man. Bowl well.
All right, that's Carl down the lanes with Ben Perry after bowling 300 and opening with the front 4 this game. If he continues to keep that string going, we'll get the wireless camera down there and we'll continue to watch Ben's journey. But currently right now we're watching lanes 3 and 4. Cortez Schenk now has the front 5. Eddie Joe Torres, Cortez Schenk, and Brandon Cryer here on lanes 3 and 4. Nice job down there, Carl.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Doing a great job with the sidelining.
I'm learning on the fly, you know.
You're our new Kimberly Pressler.
Oh, goodness gracious. I definitely am not a looker like that. But, you know, she did a phenomenal job, and I hope she's doing well.
Cortez shank goes through the nose there. We'll bounce around a little bit, give some love to the other players here. It's good to see Andrew Kane.
Yeah. Struggling a little bit right now to start.
We'll take a look at all the scoreboards here. Move over here as well.
Ben, I think, finally did not strike.
Talk about our great sponsors here. Let's start out by talking a little bit about Brunswick. Brunswick has everything bowlers need to take their game to the next level, from high-performance bowling balls, comfortable performance shoes, to durable bags and essential accessories. Whether you're a casual league bowler or a serious tournament competitor, Brunswick delivers the innovation, quality, and reliability trusted by bowlers around the world. If you're looking for the next bowling ball, bag, or shoes, make sure you consider Brunswick. And hey, thanks, Brunswick, for being proud supporters of the Cactus Classic. You can also pick up Brunswick bowling balls at InsideBowling.com. We'll ship them to you. Also over at InsideBowling.com, we have a lot of merch. We print a lot of merch and make a lot of merch. We have licensing deals with all the major brands. And if you'd like to pick up some merch, you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube. That's coupon code YouTube. And we run weekly specials. And this week, we've got a special for you. It is spend $60, get a free America Bowls 250 tee. It's a really cool t-shirt that we designed. It's got America Bowls 250, one hell of a game as we celebrate 250 years of this great country of America where we are streaming this tournament. Yeah, America. Get that free t-shirt. See a little bit of carry down now happening down the lane with some urethane crosses here. Can transition very, very quickly. Matt Zweig coming in a little bit light there. We're starting to see some 2-pin combos and 3-pin combos for the left-handers. Let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule here for the rest of the weekend. Cactus Classic schedule right there. Brianna Cote bowling this morning. She's our poster girl here this week on the thumbnail. We had A squad yesterday. 2 players advanced. Kyle Duster and Cesar Padilla are already in. You're watching B squad right now. Here are our 7 a.m. squad. We'll have C squad coming up for you today at noon. And then D squad at 5, and then back again tonight at 9 o'clock for the Desperado squad. And tomorrow, all the action happens tomorrow. Your top 24 3-game total pinfall matches will take place. 16 lanes will be covered for the first round, then 16 lanes for the next round. And then we'll have down to 8 lanes, 4 lanes, and then our championship pair. Championship pair, is it normally 5 and 6, I believe, Carl?
I'll have to confirm that with
I think so.
Theo.
I think that's what it is. Somewhere right in here, right where we're located.
Yeah. Off the hand. Tez didn't like that. Zweig with the 5-7.
Did you happen to catch a look at what Ben was using down there? Probably the black hammer.
I did not see it.
Pretty sure it's a black hammer.
Speaking of Hammer, though, I like to say quick thank you to Hammer for being our new official ball sponsor for the Agent Ong Open coming to Las Vegas. So big thanks to Brian Graham and Brian Garland and the rest of the crew over at Brunswick for giving us the opportunity to partner with them this year.
October 15th through the 18th. That'll be the conclusion of the Southwest Swing. It'll take place at South Point Bowling Plaza. Agent Ong Open. If you want to get signed up for that one, head over to agentongopen.com. And the Agent Ong My Home Group team, Carl, you and Kathy do a great job. You guys founding the Agent Ong team, serving buyers, sellers, and investors through the Metro Phoenix area. You guys being Arizona natives with deep community roots, you guys combine local market expertise, strong negotiation skills, and a client-first approach to help families achieve their real estate goals. You guys are responsive, honest. You guys pay attention to details. You guys have built your business primarily through referrals and repeat clients. I know a lot of people that have been very, very happy with you and Kathy's work over the years. Whether helping first-time home buyers, luxury homeowners, or investors, the mission's very simple: deliver exceptional service, clear communication, and results that exceed expectations. So, Carl, thank you for all you do for people being able to get into their homes. And thank you for everything you do for bowling, sir.
No, absolutely. I appreciate it. And we definitely appreciate all the love and support from the bowlers. And that's why we have the tournament. It's just my way of giving back to the bowling community that's done wonders for my family and I. And I love this sport. So we're happy to be a part of the community.
See a question here. Can we move to the higher side, please? What we have for you here, we've got one stream. We've got lanes 1 through 4 covered, along with 5 through 8 and 9 through 12. We do have a wireless camera where we can move it around a little bit if we like to see how folks are bowling in other parts of the center. But we also kind of have to reserve that wireless camera, as it is battery operated, to be able to move it whenever big events are happening. So we won't really be able to move down to any lane that we want at any given time unless there's something spectacular taking place, like that 300 game we saw in game number 1. But the players do move throughout the bowling center, and you should be able to see your favorite bowler come through.
Yeah, definitely throughout the day, your favorite bowler will be in our line of sight.
Very quick pace of play here this morning. Squad will take about 3 hours. We'll have coverage for you here. Looks like till about, I guess, right around 11. Or excuse me, we started at 7, like around 10, just after 10. Then we'll be back at noon. Tell you what, this bowling center is awesome. They really take care of it well. It's very clean. I want to thank the IT team for setting me up with a great internet connection here this weekend. Able to stream it here in 4K for all of you. It's great to be out west. I haven't streamed a ton of events west of, I would say, the Rocky Mountains, I guess. So to be coming out here to stream this one, and then to stream the Desert Heat doubles back out here next month, and then go to We'll be streaming a couple of events from South Point. Ron Moore's Senior Shootout and Super Senior Shootout we're going to have right here on Inside Bowling. And then, of course, Carl's main event, the Agent Ong Open, all in at the South Point Bowling Plaza. $10,000 guaranteed for this one, $10,000 guaranteed for the Agent Ong Open as well. Let's go over here and see if Andrew Kane can get things going here. There you go. A little trip of the 6-pin there for Andrew. I'll have a scoring update for you here shortly. Theo's going around and getting the scores right now from games 1 and 2. $28 players yesterday, 24 players here on the B squad. We can take 48 players for C squad, 48 for D. Re-entries are encouraged for those that think they can get a little bit more score. We saw some players yesterday heat up towards the end. We'll see if they come back and re-enter later on today. And then Desperado squad later this evening, 2 games, 2 more spots available. All right, everybody, heading into game number 3. I think we'll head over here to lanes 3 and 4. Looks like we're actually going to have Alex DeVargas starting out over here on lanes 3 and 4. Again, yesterday 3 and 4, pretty high scoring. Not that shot. You'd like to have that one back. Carl rejoins me here in the booth. Did you happen to catch how Ben bowled in game 2? Do you know?
Yeah, only 268.
Oh wow, so 300, 268 start.
Yeah, he's only 168 over for 2. Scores are starting to trickle in. I think Theo was doing some logistic work behind the scenes and is out scrambling to keep us updated on the scores. So normally we have scores pretty quickly, but he had to handle a couple of things. But as of right now, some of the notables: Brandon Cryer, 244, 247. Alec Johnson, 212, 248. Cortez Shank, 244, 206. And then Zweig, 280. Game 1.
Good opportunity here to talk about some prizes you can win here at the Cactus Classic. Head over to agentongopen.com, agentongopen.com, and you can click on the little red tab that'll pop up for you there. You can enter in your email, your name, just 3 quick things you got to fill out, and if you enter that, you can have a chance to win prizes this weekend. We're going to give away the first one in game number 7. It's going to be a Brunswick ball of choice here today. Don't have to be present to win. Carl will contact you and let you know that you won if you're not watching the stream, so make sure you check out prizes to win over at agentongopen.com.
Yeah, definitely follow Inside Bowling, subscribe to their YouTube channel, and subscribe to the Agent on Open Facebook page to stay up to date on all our upcoming events and today's tournament.
I haven't even looked to see how many subscribers we're sitting at right now. I think we're at like 109,000 over here.
Can we get to 110 this weekend?
Probably.
Let's do it. Let's do the goal today and put it out there in the world that we want 110,000 subscribers for you.
We're
What do we need?
509 away.
509.
509.
All right. And my mediocre number of fans and followers of the Agent on Open is 1.7 thousand. So can we get to 2,000 this weekend?
There you go.
Hey, I would just like to get to 2,000
Why not?
followers. I mean, that's definitely one of the things that we're asking to win prizes this weekend. Just follow the Agent on Open and to click on that link so we can get you entered.
Yesterday's stream is, of course, archived on this channel. Make sure you go check that out. I'm actually doing a little archiving of that right now from yesterday. They put way too many ad breaks in there, so I go in and delete about half of them.
Oh, that reminds me. Shout out to Emil Williams Jr. Happy birthday, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to Emil. I forgot that his birthday normally occurred during this event. Got action underway on some other pairs here. Let's move right after the shot right here. That's a better shot right there.
To answer a quick question, the Desperado will be on the burn of what is left from D squad. That is correct. We are not going to redress for the 2-game Desperado. That is whatever's left over on D is what you're going to be bowling on for your last chance opportunity to make the finals tomorrow.
Awesome. We got Keith Fung here with Michael Arcee, Brandon Cryer. Not sure who Brandon's bowling with here.
Mike Lemos.
Mike Lemos. Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
I don't know everybody out here.
You will.
I will.
You will.
Scores are in, I hear.
Thank you, Theo.
Let's go ahead and take a look at those scores now.
These numbers are huge compared to what I'm used to.
Ben Perry starts with 568. Brandon Cryer with 491. Followed by Matt Zweig at plus 74. Alec Johnson is at plus 60. Cortez Schenk plus 50. Brianna Cote at plus 37. The one thing that I'm seeing here, though, is I know we got Ben Perry with the monster scores and Cryer with the consistent 240, 240, but as we watch Cryer here in game number 3, these lanes do transition, and as you move throughout the bowling center, he went through the nose for a big 4. Looks like he's throwing Black Widow urethane, so he goes big 4, misses the head pin left. So even though you see high scores for a couple games, it's a 7-game block. We saw yesterday Kyle Duster get off to a really hot start, and he had a couple of games sub 200, and that's very easy to happen here. As this pattern, I know some of them are making it look easy, but it's not easy. It's 2-to-1 ratio, 40 feet in length. You got to kind of stay in it to win it throughout the entire 7 games. You know, you look at a player like Perry, who's 168 over, that's all fine and dandy, but all it takes is a couple of 180s here and there, and a guy like Zweig or even Cortez or somebody like that, or even Andrew Kane, you know, pops their own 550 for 2 games. The next thing you know, you're sweating a little bit if you're going to make it into the top 2. We're advancing 2 into the bracket, into the top 8, and outside of that, it's beat the board across all squads to make it inside your bracket.
Yeah, I don't think a single player yesterday did not have one sub 200 game, at least one somewhere. You know, it's, yeah, you're right. It's a 7-game block and transition will happen. But, you know, getting those huge jump starts like Duster did yesterday and Ben Perry, I mean, you got to feel good, you know, going into the later games in this round.
Yep.
Got any movie references for this morning?
Any movie references for this morning?
I sent you a funny text. You're going to have to look at that in a moment. I thought about that last night after.
Oh, boy. The
after,
Three Amigos.
Because you had brought that up on our podcast from a week or two ago when Theo and I were on it, and referencing Spaceballs yesterday and Weird Science and Short Circuit. I just figured, I don't know, that was just really funny to me.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, you're bringing up some old 80s classic movies, so I figure Three Amigos is one of them for sure.
Three Amigos, definitely. Carl, you want to come on and say hello to the people? I'll pop us up. You're going to have to scoot a little to your left
Okay.
because we have a short throw up here in the booth, but I'll pop us on to say hello to everybody. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
How we doing? Mike and Carl here with you. Got our beautiful backdrop here, Agent Ong Open. We're all ready for October.
We're excited for it for sure.
South Point. I think this thing's, every night these cameras reset. So I gotta like click this button right here. And then we should be good. All right, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yep, see now it won't do that focus thing.
Oh, there you go. Your autofocus.
Yeah, I'm not a big camera guy. And
I don't believe that at all, based on the amount of cameras you have spread across the center.
Well, here's the secret. Every time I have to get up, it means I'm not a camera guy because I should have got it right the first time. So I upgraded these cameras so we can stream in 4K, and I still don't really understand how they work. I mean, you got to set, so that it's not auto-focusing because there's so much movement. You got to set the ISO. You got to set the frame rate. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you got to do with these things. I much rather would just
set it up, set it and forget it, kind of.
Get it centered, get it straight, and then walk away. But that is not what these cameras do. So do the best I can.
You're super high tech, and
oh boy,
there's a learning curve apparently that comes with that.
Something like that.
So how was your first evening in the Phoenix area?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, no, it was good. I went on a little joyride. This new highway, this new North Highway.
The 101 or the 303?
I don't know which one it was. It was where's the wherever that plant is that makes all the chips. That semiconductor plant.
There's unfortunately we're the new Silicon Valley for the U.S., I believe. So
really,
when you say new silicon chips, that could be at many different.
That's what's going on here, huh?
Yeah.
That they're just building these things everywhere.
I live about an hour away, and Meta and Apple are on my side of town.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I know Microsoft is out here, and there's just all different types of data centers and yeah.
Yeah, well, there's
AI facilities out here.
Whatever the one is that takes you northbound. It's like that north corridor.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the older outlet center.
Okay.
I forget which one it is. It's not Tanger, it's the other one. That's on the north side.
Yeah, there's a lot of outlet. There's quite a few outlet malls north of Anthem. I mean, yeah, there's a plethora of things to do. I know what Duster's doing this morning.
Playing golf.
Playing golf.
I considered going to the Diamondbacks game last night, but I decided not to. I wanted to make sure I got plenty of sleep for this 7 a.m. start today.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of broadcasting to do.
We do, but it's a nice pace. I like the pace here. Pryor looking for a triple, getting it figured out after going 240, 240.
Yeah, I went out to dinner with Cryer and his crew with Josh Kennedy, my current Agent Open champion, and we had a good time. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings. So super simplistic evening, and got to catch up with all these guys from Minnesota and everywhere else.
Shout out to Theo Douthit, our tournament director. Runs a lot of great events out here. I've heard about him, and I haven't been out here for the events, but super stoked to be here at this one.
Yeah, he runs Complete Bowling Events, CBE. It's usually a monthly tournament club out here, and just a lot of great events that Theo puts on his own, and I'm happy to partner with him and in the Cactus as well as the Desert Heat Doubles and the Agent Open. He is my tournament director. Couldn't think of a more polished and in my opinion, one of the best tournament directors in the country.
Theo also has a business that he owns called Dawgs BroBQ. Had a chance to try some yesterday, and it's quite a delight. Dawgs BroBQ serves up all beef hot dogs, loaded nachos, slow smoked barbecue, brisket, and mac and cheese bowls is what I had yesterday, and fresh squeezed lemonade now throughout the valley. From community events and school functions to corporate lunches and private parties, Dawgs BroBQ are committed to delivering great food and friendly service wherever they go. So if you're out here and you check out BroBQ and Dawgs, know that you're supporting family-owned business, and the food is really, really good. That nacho cheese mixture with his mac and cheese was very tasty and delightful yesterday.
I'm glad you got to have some of that with a little bit of brisket mixed into that. Yeah, good stuff. You know, Brandon Cryer with I wouldn't say a rough start, but not as big of a start, you know, is kind of coming into his own game 3 here with 126 in the 6th.
Well, I mean, he went big 4 and then missed the head pin.
Right.
He went big 4 on the right lane, missed the head pin on the left lane. And then, you know, it just takes a couple of shots for him to get it figured out. Now, you know, right back in the strike pocket. I would say he's for sure going to bowl 200. He'll have a 2 in front of his number here in
Possible
game number 3.
230.
Slide over here to see what the scores are looking like. Lanes 9 and 10, 11 and 12.
How is GT bowling? Let's take a look here.
Defending champ.
Defending champ. He is minus 40 after 2. But he's just another player that can go 280, 280.
Oh, definitely.
So
There he is off on the right side of your screen. Ring 7. That was a good shot, too.
We have Cryer on lane 7 working on a double. After 2 games, Cryer is currently sitting in second behind Ben Perry with games of 244, 247. And it looks like he's going to end up in the 220s for game number 3.
Glad I got up to walk around.
Oh, that's it. So he went, so Zweig, front 10 on lanes 15 and 16. Just to recap, he started 280, 194. So he's had the front 10 twice out of 3 games so far. There you go.
Well, I don't think he had the front 10. He went strike, spare, sheet.
You
He
didn't
had,
go, oh,
he had the back 10.
I figured he would.
He didn't go gutter spare.
He had a 10 bagger.
He
somewhere.
did, yes.
How about that?
Yes, that's true.
Sounds better. We could have let the fans think he went gutter spare front 10.
So we already had 300 by Ben Perry playing up the left side of the lane. Game number 1 here this morning. We're in game number 3. Matt Zweig looking to make it 2 300s to start out B squad through 3 games. And there it is.
You get another 300. So I will tell you, my bet's out. My bet's done. I'm out. Well, you just need a half now.
Congratulations to Matt Zweig.
Yeah,
Awesome bowling.
great bowling. I'm gonna.
This is going to be a shootout to see who's going to. I mean, there are multiple players here. Yeah, for 2
With
spots.
2 spots for the guaranteed buy. Yeah, this is gonna be plus. Gosh, I don't. Plus 400.
I'm gonna be I'm getting my steps in today, buddy. I'm glad. I mean, we either you or I have to walk the entire building after about the 7th frame to see if anybody's got the front, whatever.
I agree.
Because we don't have live scoring to access it up here, but we just have to
take our chances and take a look.
That's right.
No, but I will. How about this? Every 30 minutes, every 20, 30 minutes, I'll take a walk and I'm gonna see if anybody's got anything rolling. And we'll definitely bring it to you guys back home.
Or we'll put our man Theo on it. Somebody's got to let us know.
No, because then we'll never get scores. Let's let Theo just deal the scores. You and I can handle this in the booth. We'll make it happen. We'll bring the action home to you guys, and we'll definitely, if there's a 300 to be shot, we're gonna try to get it for you. But I will go get some quick comments from Zweig here in a little bit. I just got an update from Ben Perry. He went 300, 268, 269. And there are people biting at his heels right now. So, because Zweig literally, like as you just saw, went 280, 194, 300. So the pace is definitely a very solid pace right now for the first 3 games. Clifton Don, welcome back to the stream, sir. Shout out to Steph Bowler, Kyler Adams Bowling in the chat, Jason Lowry. Good morning from Sun City, Arizona. Just a quick reminder, we're giving away any brands of Brunswick bowling ball game 7 of this particular squad. We'll have prizes throughout the day. Just stay tuned. Definitely follow the Agent Ong Facebook page and go to agentongopen.com. There's a little red tag on the right side of your screen that'll read Cactus Classic Giveaway. Go ahead and click that, answer 3 questions, just your name, email address, and phone number, and you'll be automatically entered.
Game 4 underway.
Zweig has moved down to 21-2.
So here we are in game number 4. Brianna Cote playing right up the lane.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk just to see, but I'm going to go get a quick little message from Zweig, if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Ben Perry starts with 837, 300, 268, 269 start for Ben Perry. Came over to lanes 3 and 4 though, and has gone 9 out. Or no, excuse me, he's over here on 5 and 6. My bad. He was just standing behind 3 and 4. Rihanna with the front 4. Let's go over and take a look at Ben Perry, our tournament leader right now. Three in a row for Ben. He might be setting some sort of record. This is a 2-to-1 ratio, everybody. 40 feet in length. That 40 feet in length, though, is the magic recipe. I mean, for urethane. Urethane works great on 40 feet. Nice shot there. Jason Moberg also on this pair, the lefty. Throwing a purple hammer. He's also got the front 3, looking for 4 in a row. You got Greg Thompson, our defending champion, up on lane 8. Scores are in after 3. Talked about Ben Perry opening up with 837. Starts with the front 4 this game. He is your leader of this squad. Matt Zweig is second at plus 174, followed by Alec Johnson and Brandon Cryer, both at 104. Cortez Shank is 5th at plus 102. Brianna Cote 6th at plus 37. 7th is Jason Moberg at plus 24. Then you've got Greg Thompson at plus 10, Andrew Kane minus 14, Keith Fung round up your top 10 at minus 22. Again, we had 28 players on the squad yesterday, 24 here this morning. C squad will be coming up at noon Pacific.
So, Ben Perry reminds me of NBA Jams. Like, he's on fire.
Yeah, definitely on fire.
He's en fuego. Like, he's unconscious. I mean, like, this is some type of pace that he's putting out there right now.
Yeah, and it's like he's just playing in the track area. Nothing super flashy about what he's doing, just
keeping in front of him and just striking for days.
Yeah, and his bowling ball's carrying. Playing right in between second and third arrow.
That 5-7 out of that
Hey, Scott V, thanks for the super chat. Doing well this morning, Scott. Thanks for being here. If you guys have any questions or anything in the chat room or just want to pick a topic to discuss, let us know. Carl and I'd be happy to to discuss whatever you would like here today as we watch Ben Perry continue to just strike for days.
It's just, I mean, it's actually fun to watch that he just effortless, it seems almost like, the way he just walks up there and just throws the ball and it just goes. Yep, rep 2369, boom shakalaka. That's exactly what he's got going on right now. I like to take the over now on the 300 games.
Oh, you're going to take the over now.
Well, I was almost like, if you move the line, I'll actually take it because I'll even hedge it the other way at this point because one bowler might have 300s in a 7-game block at this point, for all I know.
Okay, so that was all on me.
That
was the massive cloud.
Black clouded that.
That was
Wow.
That was your NBA jam.
It was NBA jams, but the timing was impeccable.
Well, good run anyway. He can still bowl over average this game.
He could raise his average if he sheets.
Barely, though.
Well, averaging 280 is kind of a hard number to keep up with, I think. So do you have any hotkeys for sound bites?
I do. I think I still got them on here. Let's see what we got. Let's see.
So I've dabbled in the mixing realm when I was younger.
I need to get some new ones, some updated ones.
I think the Boom Shakalaka would be a good one.
That would be a good one.
Just to have in the
I got
library.
a lot of Hulk Hogan on here. So I like to have conversations with Hulk Hogan. So we're going to take a second. Let's see. I got to remember. I know where I'm going here. Let's see. Joining us now in the booth with Carl Long and myself is Hulk Hogan. Hulkster, welcome.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing quite good. Do you mind joining us here for a couple of frames?
Sure, no problem.
All right, I appreciate it. Carl was talking last night when all of us had dinner and you picked up the bill, which we certainly do appreciate.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And he was talking about how maybe he could body slam you like you body slammed Andre the Giant. What do you think about that?
But it won't be today, brother. It won't be today.
Okay, not today. All right. Well, I'm the greatest wrestler there ever was and there ever will be.
Okay, whatever you think, brother. You're the boss.
I am. I control this entire thing, Hulkster. Now, Hulk, could you tell us how much this Cactus Classic pays for first place?
I'll give you $10,000.
10 grand. 10 grand for first place. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. What else do I got here? Oh, dinner tonight. Where do you think we should go, Hulkster?
Let's meet at the Red Onion at 7 o'clock.
Oh, you can meet at the Red Onion at 7 o'clock, but I'll actually be streaming at that time. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that. Can I take a rain check?
Sure, no problem.
All right, cool.
I'm just glad I can hear him talking. The fact that you can channel people now.
Yeah, isn't
This
it amazing?
is inside bowling at its finest. I mean, you can channel people at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. And Hulkster, what do you think about Ben Perry and how good he's been bowling here this morning and the show he's put on?
Oh my God.
I know. Tell me about it. It's unbelievable.
Tell Macho Man I said hello.
Oh, yeah, I'm up here in heaven with Hulk Hogan. Miss Elizabeth on my shoulders. Anyway, so that's what I got on the soundboard, brother.
Well done. Well done. I'm glad I brought it up because I just had a conversation with Hulk Hogan here on the live stream of Inside Bowling at the Cactus Classic. And he told us what we're bowling for today, $10,000 to the winner.
Yep.
Like he knew. Ben Perry with one hiccup.
One hiccup.
One hiccup in the 8th frame. I think he was in shock that you were talking to Hulk Hogan and he flagged the 7-pin. But again, 257 could be his low game for 4.
Brianna Cote is going to be in the 250s here.
No surprise. She's a phenomenal PWBA player.
RC here can still bowl 230. So we need to kind of think about what this cut number might look like. Beat the board for those other spots. So we're taking 14 beat the board spots across all these squads. So do you think if you get to 160 to 170, you're safe?
You know, I was talking about this yesterday because when I was talking to Josh Kennedy, which was, I believe, 158, I think was what he posted. Yeah, 156, 158. And he was telling me last night that he wasn't sure if he should bowl again. Theo thought, based on history, that he was in probably soft. But I told him, because of the format change, because years past, we took the top 4 out of each squad. And that's how one of the ways you would get in. But now that we've taken 2, so there's only 14 live, right? I don't know if, based on this particular squad now, makes me second guess how high that cut in line will be. In years past, I think 60, 80 over was the lock. But now it could be double. I don't know. It's very hard to say. But at the same time, I think the squads are going to get harder because memory is going to come into play now. And I don't know what that is going to look like, but the 2 largest squads are coming.
Take a look at Jason Moberg here. He sits at plus 24 coming into this game, looking to bowl 279. So through 4 games, he could be about 100 over. So he's, even though he's not one of the top 2 in the squad, which is what we talk about most of the time up here in the booth, you know, he can still bowl a really nice score here today to lock himself inside that top 24 bracket. Even if he doesn't receive one of the top 2 seated into the top 8, still capable of getting there as well, though. I don't want to take that away from Jason, but he's got a great look. And this particular pair, having Ben Perry, those 2 guys were able to bowl, you know, in the 270s and 250 now. Although that was Ben's lowest game of the tournament so far.
I mean, the 2 lefties on this pair is 256, 279.
Greg Thompson is going to be using, I would assume, the rest of the squad as practice trying to get lined up and re-enter. He is the defending champion, and when he gets lined up, he can strike a lot.
Yeah, he
A
can strike.
whole lot. Really shocked to see him bowl 130 that game.
Yeah, I think he's just
Fishing.
head hunting and fishing right now. Just
Yep.
kind of see what's out there, and yeah, I'm not. He's one person that just he'll figure it out, and he'll be in the cut.
Take a look at our schedule here, everybody. C Squad will be coming up today at noon. D Squad at 5 and Desperado at 9. Join us tomorrow for our finals. And the finals are bracket play 3-game total pinfall matches. 3 games total pinfall is how we will determine who moves on. Glad you're with us here on InsideBowling.com. Wanted to build out a graphic screen similar to what we do over on Bowl TV. And so I built this one here. And I wanted to put something up there that kind of talked about what you see here on this channel. And I came up with stories, competition, and fun. And I think that's kind of what Inside Bowling is all about. We tell stories up here in the booth. There's great competition out on the lanes, and we try to have a lot of fun here on Inside Bowling. So that's what I'm rolling with right now. You guys let me know your feedback on that one. Stories, competition, and fun. I like that.
I think that ultimately describes what you do.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good description of what we have going on right now.
So as we move into game number 5, our thumbnail, our poster bowler, Brianna Cote. Gives us a great opportunity to shout out another one of the great sponsors that support this event. Apparel EFX, raising the bar for bowling apparel. Bowling apparel was an afterthought for just way too long. Bland, generic, built for nobody in particular. So EFX was started to change that. Every jersey made is custom fit, and made to order for someone who takes the sport seriously. So thanks to Apparel EFX for their great support here of the Cactus Classic.
Don't forget, we're going to give away any brands of Brunswick bowling ball Game 7, so definitely get your entries in as soon as you can for Game 1. We're going to be doing various giveaways throughout the next 2 days, so if you're in the live stream now, definitely get your entries in. And speaking of that, how do you want me to enter these names that we have already collected thus far? Is there a particular way, or are we just going to do a random draw? What is your opinion? You're the professional. I want to look to you to see.
Well, I mean, there's a few different things we could do. You could do a randomizer up here in the booth. What's up, brother? And I could just take the wireless and I could shoot your laptop doing the randomizer.
Okay.
We could do that. Or if you wanted to send me a list of the names, I could do it on the screen over here. Takes a little more doing to do that. But, I mean, there's a lot of different ways we could do it.
Well, we have time, so you tell me. I'll just start building the list of names.
There you go.
And then you
Yep.
decide how you want to do that.
Yep. You get the list of names built and...
Okay, I will slowly start. Notepad? Just kind of in a note? Or do you want it in Excel? Do you want it in Word?
Word is
Word.
probably the best.
Got it. I will take
We'll
care of
go
that for
with
you.
Word.
I mean, hey, you have options.
You're on a MacBook, so you can airdrop me stuff too, so that'll work well.
Okay. Got it. So if you're listening in the chat, like and subscribe to Inside Bowling and the Agent Ong Facebook page, and go to agentongopen.com. And there's a little red button on the side that says Cactus Classic Giveaway. Go ahead and click that and enter. And the first giveaway we're going to do is any brands of Brunswick bowling ball, courtesy of Hammer and Brunswick.
So we got Matt over here. Who else we got? We got Brianna. I got Sean Whitelaw, Brianna Cote. Zweig just missed the 10 pin. That's going to make him angry. Matt does not like to miss spares. Already in game 5. Hour and 50 minutes in. 4 games. Is that right? And we had practice in there too.
That's correct.
25 minutes a game or so. I had a chance to talk to Brianna a little bit when I was walking around, and you know, she bowls on the PWBA tour where there's no urethane allowed at all. There's no urethane at all on that tour, and you know, USBC in their major competitions has been taking steps to eliminate urethane. And you know, Brianna is quite used to not having to conduct or deal with urethane out on that tour that she's been competing on all season. Very competitive tour. Man, boy, there are some great, unbelievable talents out there. That tour is strong right now. And coming in here today, you know, bowling against a lot of guys and having urethane in play, it does cause havoc to her break point. It does create issues pair to pair with her break point. And something that she'll have to navigate here, which is a little bit different than what she's been dealing with on tour this season. I'm going to go over here for a second, take a look at Greg Thompson Jr. Defending champ. Strike there by Alec Johnson, 129 over after 4 games.
Yeah, that young man can definitely bowl. He bowls a lot of local events here in the Valley. I see him around all the time.
Almost had a Greek charge conversion there. Taking out 4. It's always hard to get that 4 pin out of that one. Some people believe shooting at the 4-7 is the better way to pick that up.
The only way I've ever gotten that conversion is shooting at the 6-10 and just getting lucky.
Brianna dealing with a little highlight ball reaction right now on lane 7. Here's Zweig. That looks pretty good. I mean, that looks really good. Take a look at Zweig's last shot again. Just floating it. That's where you want to be playing them right now. Right in between the second and third arrows.
I mean, he's my inaugural champion. You know, just watching him bowl over the years and him being the PTQs. I mean,
Inaugural champion of the Agent Ong.
and then so he owns a pro shop now in Alhambra Lanes, out in California, I believe is the name of the center. Him and Kyle Ponzo, my second-year champion, they co-own a Virtue pro shop out in California.
Okay.
So my first two champions collectively got together and opened up a pro shop. So, but yes, that is my inaugural champion. Kyle Ponzo is number 2, and then Josh Kennedy number 3.
Alec leaves the 8-pin. Shane Gomez here in his Brad and Kyle jersey. That's the Kyle Sherman jersey right there with the duckies on there. I love that jersey. I love those that support those that work hard in our industry. Those that can get out and try to do things. You know, to be a professional bowler in the sport of bowling, unless you're one of the top 5 guys on tour, it's hard to make a really good living. Like you can still make an okay living. And the other thing people don't realize about on tour is that it's not a full year. So, you know, bowling 5 months out of the year, and if you make, you know, $60,000 and your expenses are 12, you know, you're looking at 48,000. You times that by 2. You're making $100,000 a year, and I'm not saying that that's an amazing salary, but it's not a bad salary for being a bowler, as opposed to, you know, unloading UPS trucks or something like that, which I think is really hard work. And, you know, being a competitive bowler is really hard mentally and a lot of toll on the body as well. But what I'm getting at here is those that have the most success in life that commit themselves to bowling have multiple revenue streams. Whether if it's a pro shop like you just talked about, Carl, whether if it's an online media company like you know, Brad and Kyle, or Packy with the house, or, you know, and then you combine merch and different things like that with it. And so those that support that grind and that business model, because you just want them to have success, and you just alter your buying habits, whether if it's spending money on entertainment, maybe you don't go to a concert, instead you subscribe to the Brad and Kyle membership, or maybe you subscribe to Packy Hanrahan, buying some merch from the bowlers in the house instead of buying some T-shirts from, you know, your local retailer. Those things go a long way to help these people in the sport, and they really do appreciate it. So that rubber ducky jersey there that you see that Sherman wears all the time, whenever I see players and competitive bowlers support those at the highest level, I always think that's a really good thing.
No, well said. You know, I mean, it's the same thing. Anybody that's trying to actively make the sport better, do your best to support them. I mean, whether it's, you know, subscribing to your live stream where you're bringing tournaments to the general population that wouldn't normally get to follow and learn about all these events, you know, across the nation that you get to partake in. So yeah, the sentiment is there for sure, and I totally agree with you that, you know, subscribe and follow all these players, because we have to support each other. That's the only way the sport grows.
So Shane Gomez, you're the man as far as I'm concerned. Let's go ahead and take a look at our scores after 4 games. You see Ben Perry sets the tone there, plus 293. That's for 4 games, folks. 1,200 is the max possible. So he 107 less than perfect. Brianna Cote comes back with a strike. Matt Zweig is second at plus 187. Third is Brandon Cryer at plus 172. Cryer popped 268 the last game. Alec Johnson, who we got here bowling on Breeze Pair, getting ready to bowl on lane 7, is currently fourth at plus 129. Cortez Shank is fifth at plus 123, followed by Jason Moberg at plus 103, and then Brianna Cote now up to plus 94 after bowling 257. Again, I think if you bowl 170 over or more, you should make the top 24. It's kind of a number I've got in my mind right now. So these players that can't get into the top 2 or feel too far back, if they can just muster up some big games here, possibly get to that plus 170 mark or so is where I think we're going to land. But a lot of bowling left today and bigger squads. These squads this afternoon, we'll have more players, right, Carl?
Yeah. I mean, we're taking walk-ins. So if you're in the Phoenix area, come out. You know, there's 2 more squads, noon and 5 o'clock. Even in the surround, I mean, Vegas, you can make it. You know, you can definitely bowl with us in the afternoon. But let me give you a little insight on what we have right now. Besides walk-in that have already signed up, we have noon, 29 bowlers so far.
This left lane has just gotten Brianna. She has not been able to figure out this lane. Players will have 2 games after this one here. Matt Zweig currently second at plus 187, as we mentioned. Right now, Ben Perry is out in front of everybody by over 100 pins. Zweig wants to get one of those top 2 spots. Craig Thompson Jr. is going to be in the 190s after bowling 130. Over on 3 and 4. Sean Whiteclaw can still get to 211. Brianna's been pretty good on this right lane, but now she washes out. Just really struggling on lane 7 and 8 here. Alec Johnson plus 129. Still get to 212. There you go. Do want to take a peek over here on our other pairs. We had 172 and 235 posted. Cortez had 235. Looks like players already in game number 6 over on lanes 11 and 12. Let us know, those of you that are watching. Hop in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I know we've got some new viewers over here on Inside Bowling. We appreciate you coming on board and watching our broadcast. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we certainly would appreciate you subscribing. It'll let you know every time we go live. We've got a lot of events coming up here this summer, a bunch of them. Zweig rings at 10. Our next broadcast, as a matter of fact, is going to be July 18th and 19th from Central Bowl down in Hot Springs, Arkansas. By the way, a great city to visit. July 18th and 19th, we'll be there for the Spa City Open. Josh Imhoff and his staff put on a great event down there, $10,000 for grabs down there at the Spa City Open. Dan watching from Maricopa, Arizona. Watching from my basement workstation in New Jersey, just 15 minutes outside of New York City. I just watched a Casey Neistat video yesterday of the parade for the Knicks. I don't know if you're a Knicks fan or not, but congratulations to your Knicks, if they are your Knicks. Got Denton, Texas checking in as well here. A lot of bowling here today. A lot of bowling. Popped it up a few times, but after Zweig shot here, I'll show you our schedule. Really trying to push to have everybody make sure you tune in for the final matches, which will be Sunday afternoon. Here is our schedule. Noon. Yesterday, 7. That's the squad you're watching right now. We're coming up again at noon today. 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. The Desperado squad is just 2 games. Then our finals begin at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Also still accepting entries into the event. And there it is right there. $10,000 up for grabs. Shout out to Brunswick, Agent Ong Open, Dawgs, Ramsey Automotive Center, Chuck's Painting. Also shout out to Schroeder Family Electric. And to Apparel EFX, our sponsors. Without our great sponsors, we would not be able to award $10,000 to the first prize. So thank you so much to all of those sponsors. And don't forget Southwest Swing, event number 1 right here, Cactus Classic. Second event will be back here. I highly suggest you get out here for the Desert Heat Doubles coming up in July. Those dates are July 25th and 26th. And then the Agent Ong Open, October 15th through the 18th. Added prize money available for placing in all of those events. More information on that over at agentongopen.com. So we now move over here. Game number 6 underway. Lanes 9 and 10, 11 and 12. And with that, I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be back in just a moment. Looks like we've got Andrew Kane and Alec Johnson here on 9 and 10 for you. A couple of lefties. Also got Alex DeVargas. And then bottom right of your screen, you're going to have Brianna Cote, Matt Zweig. I also see Cortez over there as well. So lots of action here on the screen. I'll be back in just a moment. Move back over to our featured pairs here right in front of our booth. Got Roswell, New Mexico checking in. Going to see us at the New Mexico Open. Yeah, New Mexico Open is right around the corner. Those of you that are watching this event, we'd love to invite you to come to the New Mexico Open. Not too far away. We'll have the New Mexico Open coming up for you August 27th through the 30th right here on Inside Bowling. Jason Lowry's in the car headed to see us. Looking forward to seeing you. Safe travels. Got Melbourne, Australia checking in. It's 2 o'clock in the morning there. Wow. Thanks for staying up late with us. Some of these comments, I love it. We've got Werner Sowers watching from Eslöv, Sweden. Really nice pace this morning. Got a few more scores to come in before we go over those. You know that Ben Perry bowled his lowest game of the tournament so far, bowled 201 the last game. Madzweig 216. Cortez Schenk had 235. He's inching closer to that top 2. Alec Johnson had that 212. He's a plus 141, but I'll get you all the scores here in a minute. We're waiting for a Crier score to come in. That's not quite fair. That looked pretty good for Brianna. Leaves the 410. Cortez throwing it about as good as you can right there. Spare triple for Cortez. Wag a little left off his hand. Goes right to the nose, pays a big penalty. Here are our scores right now after 5 games. Ben Perry is your leader at plus 294, followed by Zweig at plus 203. Brandon Crier close behind at plus 185. Then you got Cortez Schenk here, can still max at 290 in this game. He sits 4th at plus 158, followed by Alec Johnson at 141. Jason Moberg is 6th at plus 94, followed by Andrew Kane in 7th at plus 57. Brianna Cote now 8th after that rough game there at plus 25. Michael R.C. 9th and Keith Fung your top 10 currently. The scores are available at the link that I have pinned below in the chat there. If you want to check out the scores all weekend long, that's going to be your best friend, that link right there. So Ben Perry should get his way into the top 8. As we're taking the top 2 from this squad, automatically advance into the top 24 bracket, receiving buys. Yesterday, Duster finished at plus 249, Padilla at plus 193. Those were your qualifying scores yesterday that made it in. So took plus 193 to make it yesterday. And today we already have 2 players over that number going in with 2 games to go. Carl joins me back in the booth. Carl, how we doing, my friend?
Good. Just walking around, just having some conversations with some of these players and spectators in the back, just to kind of see, what everyone is talking about. I mean, right now, the conversation in the back with, talking to some players that bowled yesterday that think they're in the number now are debating if the number is good. I told some of the guys out here that, hey, get a hold of Josh Kennedy, because he might just want to at least wake up and tune in and see what the potential scoring pace is right now. I'm not saying it's, like I said, this is different than what I'm used to see the scoring pace. So I really just want people that are put up a big number yesterday to kind of just keep an eye on it, because I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think the scoring pace is going to come down a little bit. And I think the pace, because you have 2 bowlers to a pair for the most part, some with 3, I think it's a very good pace for these bowlers. And I think when you start getting 3 to 4 to a pair, that pace is going to slow down a little bit. And I think, more time in between shots, it might just bring that scoring pace down.
Okay, so there's 24 spots available. Okay, so technically 22 with the Desperado. Okay, so if there's 22 spots available, and we have 4 qualifying squads, right?
Yep.
That is 5 per squad.
5 per squad?
So, well, for sure 5. So that's 20.
Right.
That would make 20 bowlers,
Right.
right? So if you took 5 from every squad, that's 20. 2 for the Desperado, and then you still got 2 more that would get in, from the squads. Just thinking from a squad perspective. So yesterday, 5th was plus 117. Okay, so 117 probably isn't going to make it.
I don't think so.
No, but you had 4 at 156 or more, quite a bit of a gap. So if we're thinking 5 per squad, let's say those 4 make it at plus 156. And then today, if we took 5 off of this squad, right now 5th is plus 117. Excuse me. Hold on a second. It's not right. I want to look at only Saturday. So 5th on this squad is plus 141. Okay. But 6th is plus 94 and would need a math, to get to 150 over would be,
With 2 games to go.
Yeah, you'd need 230, 220, which isn't necessarily a gimme. So if you took 5 off of this squad, and it's probably going to be around 170, that would put us at about 150 over-ish.
Right.
Through 2 squads. Now, what happens on the next 2 squads being fuller and quality of players that are coming in, that's to be determined. But right now, I like Josh's number, Josh Kennedy's number from yesterday.
I think it was 158. Right?
156.
156.
Yep, I like that number. Right now, I do. Until proven otherwise.
Right. I just think that could be a bubbled number.
It could be.
Yeah.
What other big names do we have coming in here to bowl the next?
Let me pull. I know. Let me tell you that. 1 second.
I mean, if there's 7 or 8 sharps on the next squad and 7 or 8 sharps on the 5 o'clock squad that haven't bowled yet, then I would be a little worried.
So Mike Jones.
Yep.
We have Derek Acuff.
Yep. Is Kareen bowling as well?
Kareen is not. She only bowled the Pro-Am. I believe she's going to bowl Open.
Okay.
So she's not. Mike Fitzgerald. Dwight Burns. Kyler Adams. Miles Hamilton. Kyle Gilbert. Ron Schloss. Jason Goodsite. Plus,
if they're
like Greg Thompson probably will be bowling next squad,
yep.
Right? And then if Andrew Kane doesn't, pop off a couple big games, he might be bowling again.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. That's why as much as the field is going to get tougher, but I think that memory is going to be in play. With the talent, I don't know if it changes. I still think the scores are going to be getting, because of the quality of bowler that's bowling the next couple of squads, I think the cut's going to stay the same or get even higher. And like I said, this is pure speculation.
Yeah, Kareen is in Vegas for the Women's Nationals.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard.
Brianna Cote, outside of that one bad game over on 7 and 8 on that really bad pair, this pair she's bowled really good on, and that's with a 410 in the pocket.
Right, yeah, she's going to get to 240, 235.
Yeah.
So let's say you were bowling. And
Yep.
You shot 130 this squad. Would you bowl again?
So, who are you talking about?
You. If
Me.
you shot 130 this squad, would you bowl again?
Depends on what else I had. It depends on. I mean, did I fly in to bowl? Yeah, I'm bowling again. If I'm not 160 over or 155 over, I'm bowling again if I flew here.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said to Josh specifically. Because he came from Minnesota, 158. I mean, do you freeze yourself out?
I'm not bowling the next squad.
But you're bowling potentially, depending on where the number is.
I got to see where the number is after the
so-
next squad.
Okay. Yeah, I just said it's just truly opinionated, but for me, I just think that
Because this is a bracket format. There's a benefit to finishing in the top 2, but that's very difficult to get into the top 2.
with this scoring pace, yes, you're going to have to assume if you're trying to get a bye,
Yeah.
you're going to have to imagine 300 over at this point.
Okay, so as long as I make it into the top 24, I've basically been saying the same thing, Bree. I wasn't going to say you got a Century Award, but you did. That lane 7 was just brutal to you. Yeah, lane 7 was brutal to you. And then over here, you should have had 250 because the 410 was not fair either. Zweig opens in the 10th frame for 178. And that's what can happen. And that's lane 7 and 8, man. I think 7 and 8 is just a rough pair. I mean, you see Cortez was hold on a second. Let me get this up here. Keep bouncing around with the scores. Cortez goes 240, 20, 250, 220, 230, hits this pair, is struggling, has to fill 20 to get to 2-0 on this pair. Zweig goes 280, 194, 300, 213, 216, and now Zweig bowls 178 on this pair. And now he's in jeopardy of not being in the top 2, depending on what Brandon Cryer bowled that game. All I was saying with my math is if you take 5 a squad, equal across, even though it's not equal across, you take 5 a squad, you would need, if 5 make it off this squad, and you take 4 from yesterday, that's 9. You got 13 spots left with the next 2 squads. You'd have to have 6.5 people make it off the next 2 squads.
That beats your number.
That beats your number.
Correct.
And right now, I think that's a tall order right now.
Right.
Until here we are at 1:30 today, and I'm like, wow, 7 guys bowled 700 to start.
Right, and I think we're going to know a lot more.
If 7 or 8 guys bowl 700 to start the 12 o'clock squad, then Josh Kennedy probably needs to think about bowling at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And or the Desperado.
Yeah. In a re-entry type environment that we're in, in my opinion, the cost is relatively the same. You have re-entries are 175.
Nobody's bowling. I'm bringing it into the booth real quick.
What's up?
Just bringing it into the booth.
Oh, okay. So what I was saying is, when you have a re-entry event with 175 and a Desperado at $100, I don't know if I want to crapshoot 2 games versus giving myself a full 7-game block to try to better your number. You could freeze yourself out, and then God forbid you're out of the cut, and that's it. I mean, it's 2 games, and there's only 2 spots. Whether you get 5 bowlers that bowl a Desperado or 55 bowlers at Desperado, there's only 2 left.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I like that odds of a 2-game shootout versus giving yourself a whole 6-game block to better your number. So, and especially when the price is a $75 swing, that's really all it is. So I think, I don't know. Like I said, I think maybe my mentality is a little bit different because I'm always trying to give myself a little cushion. I know that I've been bubble on numerous occasions where I'm 1 hit away and I'm on the wrong end of it. And I just, I'm just in fear of that. And maybe that's just me and my personality of wanting to give myself that cushion where I'm not the number. That's just too much sweat for me.
We are now in game 7. Well, we're going to figure it all out today. We're going to have all of it for you right here on Inside Bowling. We invite you to join us at 12 o'clock today, Pacific time. It's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. I want to talk about the Southwest Bowlers Tour supporting this event. SBT runs big money tournaments with fully guaranteed prize funds for bowlers of all abilities across the Southwest. Visit bowlsbt.com. It's a local tournament club here in the Phoenix area. Make sure you check them out. Also, our friends over at Chuck's Painting. Chuck's Painting and Epoxy specializes in professional, residential, and commercial painting services, as well as high-quality epoxy floor coatings. With a commitment to craftsmanship, attention to detail, and customer satisfaction, Chuck's Painting and Epoxy helps transform homes, businesses, garages, patios, and other spaces with durable finishes and beautiful results that stand the test of time. Make sure you check out Chuck's Painting here in Phoenix.
Going back to the chat really quick, Jason Lowry asked a question. How many squads do you need to bowl to be eligible for the Desperado? Just one main event squad. That's probably one of the biggest differences between the Agent On Open and the Cactus Classic is the Desperado opportunity. I request a 2-squad minimum to be eligible for the Desperado for the Agent On Open, but Theo with the Cactus Classic, you just have to bowl one time to be eligible for the Desperado.
Okay.
We've had bowlers in the past only show up for the Desperado, and they're unfortunately rude. They come up with the awakening of, yeah, you cannot just get a free roll for $100 and get yourself into the finals. You can't bypass main event qualifying just through the Desperado.
Got Brandon Cryer up here. He bowled 248 the last game. I believe he has gone into second. Once all the scores come in, he should be second on the squad.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Ben Perry's score to get kicked in. And Zweig is at 203 before the next number.
Yep.
After 5. Just a reminder, we're going to give you a few more minutes to get your entries in to qualify for the free Brunswick bowling ball giveaway that we're doing Game 7 We don't have a ton of entries, so this is a good opportunity to get in on this first drawing. The longer we get into it, I think the more and more entries we're going to get. But right now, it's 1 in 31.
All right. Wow, you got a really good chance out there, everybody. Make sure you sign up. You get in on that one.
All right, so we'll give you an update on some scores.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one last score to come in.
Got it.
What we do know, though, is Brandon Cryer controls his own destiny on whether or not he's going to make it into the top 2. Ben Perry is locked already.
That was a great pitch.
All right, here we go. Here are the scores. Ben Perry leads at plus 320. He's putting on an absolute clinic today. Bowling games of 300, 268, 269, 256, 201, and 226. Brandon Cryer, who's up on your screen right here, who's just left the 7-pin. Cryer sits at plus 233. After Zweig bowled 178, we saw him on lanes 7 and 8 do so. He is now 52 pins back of Cryer. So if Zweig can beat Cryer by 52 pins, he would grab his spot into the top 2. Alec Johnson in a similar situation at plus 178, and then Cortez Shank at plus 171. Those are your 5 guys off this squad. I talked about the number of 5. Those are the 5 guys that it looks like will make it into the top 64 based off my theory earlier today, and they're all above 170 right now. So barring any sort of bad games here, Jason Moberg could also pop a big game in here and also get himself into the conversation into making it into the 24-man bracket. But again, the top 2 advance and get buys from each squad. Right now, that's Ben Perry. He is locked. Brandon Cryer. Brandon Cryer has a magic number here. If he bowls 249, nobody can get around him, even if they bowl 300. So 249, the magic number for Brandon Cryer. And we've got him right up here in front of us.
I mean, Cryer holds his destiny in his hands. You're absolutely correct. It's really on him to either shut it out or give someone a little bit of a breathing room, just see if they can sneak in behind him.
I'm going to go for a quick walk. I'm going to see how Zweig, Johnson, and Shank are doing in this game. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
So Cortez can bowl 277. He picked the 4-7-10 on the front 6.
Oh, wow.
Picked the 4-7-10.
Wow.
He can bowl 277. Zweig is perfect so far through 5. And Johnson can still bowl 279. So those guys still got big games left. They're in the 4th and 5th frames down there. But again, Brandon Cryer here can still bowl 236. So Zweig could go around if he bowled 3 bills. Again, Cryer's at plus 233, Zweig's at plus 181. I got Zweig up here on the wireless. He bowled 279 still. If he bowls 279, that takes him to plus 260. Brandon Cryer would need 228.
And Cryer's capped out at 36.
Yep. So if Brandon Cryer bowls 228 or more, he is going to be locked in. Now, Zweig, Johnson, Schenk, all those guys looking to put up numbers 200 or more over, which I believe will be totally safe.
Without the bye. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Big shot here for Cryer in the 9th.
Oh,
solid
my
8.
God.
Solid 8 for Cryer.
Wow.
So he can bowl 216, which can get him to 249. 249 is what he can get to, plus 249. Cryer gets the first one in the 10th here. I'll go down to Zweig as soon as he's up. Not Cryer's best shot there. He can still bowl 2-0. And then we'll get Zweig's magic number. Important for Brandon to get as many as he can here. Just gets 2. Go over to Zweig. So 204 for Cryer puts him at plus 237. Zweig strikes again. I'm going to check a Cortez Shank score really quick. Cortez finishes with 254. Zweig misses the head
Threw
pin
it out
right.
the window. He just threw it out the window.
Yeah, we know the scores are high, but it is still a 2-to-1 ratio. You can't make errant shots. You still got to be locked in. These bowlers are just bowling really good right now. So Cortez Shank finishes at 326. I'm sorry, 226. 226 is final score number. So Zweig to get to plus 238 is the number he needs to get to. So that means 19 and 38 is 257. And what does he have left there? 256 is all he has left. So he can tie Cryer, I believe. Yep, he can tie Cryer.
If he sheets.
If he sheets. So Cryer leaving that 2, 4, 7, 10, only getting 2 pins, could cost him a roll-off. Should Zweig
Sheet.
sheet it? Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you want some dramatics, here we go. In the meantime, I'm going to send you this list.
Moberg's plus 112, by the way. Oh, man, these shots coming down the stretch are big for him as well. I believe he needed to sheet that to put him in a spot where he's close to the number. Are you emailing me that list?
Yes, sir.
We're going to give away a Brunswick ball of choice.
Covered. Zweig is up on lane 14. He leaked it right.
Yep, so it's going to be Cryer and Ben Perry are going to get the spots off of here. Zweig's still going to be in a good spot. So is Cortez Shank. Alec Johnson next door there finishing up. I'm not sure what he's finishing with, but he was bowling a decent game mid-game when I was down there. Okay. Didn't have time to customize this thing all out and everything, but we are going to do the wheel spin giveaway.
And Matt just opened.
All right, everybody, we're going to be giving away more prizes throughout the weekend, and you can do so over at agentongopen.com. Click on that little red banner that comes up. Here are the names that we have that have already entered into the raffle of prizes, and I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel, and we're going to see who wins that bowling ball of choice. Zweig's ball just did not read it. So good luck, everybody. The winner is Corey Domingue. Is that how you say that? Corey Domingue? You are the winner of the Brunswick Bowling Ball of Choice. How are you going to, you're just going to reach out to them?
Yeah, I have their name and email address, so I will go ahead and reach out to you, Corey, probably Monday. But stay tuned. You know, we're going to be doing the rest of the prizes the rest of the weekend, so your name is still going to be in there. So you might maybe you'll sneak another win out. We'll see. Congrats to Corey.
Brunswick Ball of Choice. All right, we'll be doing giveaways all throughout today. Zweig finishing up here. Bowls 200. Wow, his ball just stopped hooking. 217. So Zweig finishes at plus 198. So congratulations to Ben Perry and Brandon Cryer, who are going to make it in to the top two. It means they'll receive buys and will bowl sometime around 9:30 or 10 o'clock on Sunday. Cortez Shank gets the plus 225, another solid score. Andrew Kane finished out with 258, 205, 234 to finish out his day. Brianna Cote with 234, 232 to finish to get to plus 91. It was that 131 game that cost her. Give her 80 pins that game, and she's got a number well within the cut. Just hit one bad pair. Couldn't figure out lane 7. All right, well, that's going to do it for qualifying. I believe Carl's going to get Ben Perry to come join us up here in the booth.
Once I got them all in, give me a few minutes and I can be ready to pay out any side pots and brackets. If there are any ties for the last spot of the overall, we will have a roll-off following the D squad. It is a full one-game roll-off. If there are any ties for the very last...
Any ties for the last spot is going to go to a roll-off, Theo announcing.
That way, whoever loses any tiebreakers can enter the Desperado if they would like to. If you do not show up and you are tied, I will be assuming that you're forfeiting your spots in the tiebreaker.
All right, I think we're efforting to have Ben Perry come by here. Don't know what Ben had his last game. Ben, nice bowling, buddy. Come on in. Yeah, just grab a seat right here. Ben, welcome to Inside Bowling.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you up here, buddy. What'd you have the last game? Scores aren't in yet.
268.
268, that's it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so Ben, today you bowled games of 300, 268, 269, 256, 201, 226, and 268. Have you ever bowled this good before in a tournament, ever, score-wise?
I don't think so.
The next squad does
I bowled
start
holiday
at
doubles, and I
noon.
caught it pretty good over there, but
Starting
again,
round
that's
four.
house compared to like this type of shot, which, don't get me wrong,
Would
it's
like to re-enter.
probably softer than Theo expected, but it is what it is. So caught it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2-1.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you still had to make good shots.
For sure. Yeah.
The last squad
But whenever I'm able to
starts
just
at
kind of
5 p.m.
play up the track, that's
Round four.
my wheelhouse, and
Yeah.
have a little bit of hold inside. Then I started leaving a couple flat sevens. That's where the 201 and 220. A couple missed makeables that I'm not as sharp as I probably should be. But
Yeah.
I'll absolutely take what we got to. So
Yeah.
very happy with that. So
Yeah, and I mean, you're a two-handed style, but not an over-dominating rev rate. So how do you think you were able to carry so well here today? Do you think it's the bowling center itself, or what was it?
I would. Most people who are around this area know that Lakeview is very, very good for lefties.
Yeah.
I've now bowled this tournament. This is year 4, I think.
This is the fifth year.
Fifth year.
Yep.
Sorry. So I've made the cut every time. A couple times it's taken me two times to get there, but last year finished top 4. Previous year I believe was top 8. Had a roll off with Haugen on 1 and 2 at one point in time, which is one of my bigger moments that I remember. Lost him in the roll off, but
Yeah.
I had to punch out to match it to get there, and it was fun. So just I mean, going the Black Hammer, great ball for me,
Yeah.
obviously. But no, I tried reactive in practice to kind of see what it would look like, and
Mm-hmm.
I have a bonus, kind of a weaker one, because I watched the live stream a little bit yesterday, and I was like, oh, let's see what it looks like. But then I threw the black, and I'm like, all right, this is probably the answer. So just worked out. So.
Yeah, it did. So you just threw the Black Hammer all
Yeah, I was
7
debating
games?
because my carry did go away for the 201 and 226. Definitely left a lot more flat sevens. Was thinking about getting into reactive, but then the last game, Theo's got his little side action for the Super Game 7 if you catch a good one, and I think 268 is going to get it done.
All right.
A little extra cash.
Little
so
extra
I
cash.
think Bree shot 267, so barely got it done, but we'll take it.
Yeah, Bree bowled pretty good. She just hit one bad pair, so
Yeah.
she'll have to re-enter into this event. She's always a force to be reckoned
What
with.
was her number? I don't even know what she.
Yeah,
shot
so
67 the last.
yeah, she bowled 232 the last game. She finished at plus 91, but had a 131 game on lanes
232? Did I?
7 and 8.
Maybe I was watching someone else.
Sean Whitelaw's on her pair and bowled 267.
Okay, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Sunday, Ben Perry.
Ben Perry, that's you.
Yeah, it's a good day. So
Brandon Cryer. Yeah, so it looks like you finished at plus 388. 388. I'm going to just do this really quick on my phone. Do you know what that average is yet? Have you figured that
I
out?
talked to my buddy Kyler, who I was talking to. I think it's around 250 something. So
255.42 today.
Fortunately, 2 missed 7 pins and a missed 6 pin that were just. That's
You gotta clean
that's
that
the
up.
rest. Absolutely.
You gotta clean that up.
Thank God we were in a situation where it didn't matter as much, but
Brandon Cryer finished at plus 237. Cortez Schenk at plus 225. Alec Johnson got to plus 215, and Matt Zweig at plus 198. I was talking about 5 guys from every squad. You got 4 squads. If you take 5 from each, you know, that's kind of a good rule of thumb. Plus, you get 2 more on top of that, plus then 2 from the Desperado, because we get 24. So if you take 4 times 5 is 20. And in the first squad, that Josh Kennedy score that came in at plus 156. He was 4th on his squad. So if you take 4 from that squad at 156 over, and then on this particular squad, as soon as I find it, on this squad, you got yourself at 388, which is just massive to say out loud. Brandon Cryer plus 237, then 225 from Cortez. Alec Johnson at plus 215, and then Matt Zweig at plus 198. Then it falls back to 126. So right now, you know, if I'm Josh Kennedy, I'm going to watch the next squad and see what's going on.
100%.
But I kind of feel like 156 is going to be okay.
I would like to say that as well. I mean, coming into today, I thought it was going to be closer to 70, and then I bowled on it, and I was like, okay, cut's definitely going to go up quite a bit. So I just didn't know how much. I still think even, like, for Jim Pratt, who got to, like, 112, I believe, yesterday,
Yeah.
I thought that was, like, pretty solid. And then seeing the scores today, obviously, and how the pace was going, I'm like, okay, you're probably right. Probably 150, 140, I think will get you there.
Also going to have more traffic on the lanes.
Correct,
The
yeah.
rest of the day, and as the pattern keeps getting put down, I also believe that can bring pace down.
100%.
And all these live stream events that I do, the later in the day, the more bowling that happens, the lower the scores seem
It is true.
seem
Yeah,
to be.
Very, very true.
So you got a really good shot at being the #1 overall seed.
We'll take it.
All right, brother. Well, thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great bowling. Thanks for coming by. And that's Ben Perry, everybody.
Awesome. Appreciate you.
Bowl great today, average 255. It's incredible. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you at noon. That's going to be in 1 hour and 1 minute back here on Inside Bowling. Appreciate everybody tuning in to our stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Want to thank Carl for spending his time in the booth with me, Ben coming by, and the players also allowing us to go down and talk to them. And, of course, Theo, our tournament director. Thanks so much, buddy, for having me here. So that's going to do it. We'll see you at noon Pacific coming up here on Inside Bowling. See you soon, everybody.